Welcome again to another FeyanCnCtv on the custom map Siege for the City. This map is custom made by our player Matthew, who is one of the two players that have to defend this inner city. They have to defend this building. The game is, if this building falls, then the two defenders win. Outside of the city there are 4 players, and these 4 players have a time limit of 25 minutes to destroy this building. If they destroy it, they win. If this building stays intact, as soon as the timer reaches 0, then the attackers lose. So let's introduce our 2 players in the middle. It is Matthew. I'm trying to look for his screen. He is playing as the vanilla screen. Can't find his MCV. Must be here somewhere. So the 2 players in the middle already have a base built up. They already have structures on the field. Matthew's ally is the green Nod. Take a look. It is Nod. Vanilla Nod. It is Daniel. So let's start off with our attacking players. The green vanilla GDI on the left. It's Nick. Right above Nick, his ally, the blue Zocom. It is Jimmy. Right next to Jimmy is the red Steel Talons player, Vice. Right next to Vice, it's Feyan going random. And Feyan got... Let me see what Feyan got. I think he got Black Hand. Feyan got Black Hand for this match. So this city is heavily fortified. There are 3 entrances. To the north, to the east, to the west. And there at the back somewhere there is a secret entrance that I need to find later on, because I don't know this map. So there's a lot of tib spikes in the middle. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 blue tibs, blue tib fields in the city. Feyan's Harvester already being attacked by the mutant marauders that pop out of the hovel. So they will be the defenders of this blue tib. Though there's a lot of them coming out. Wow, that's really a lot. There's also a lot coming here, so that will prevent our attacking players from taking this field. They are in a disadvantage because the defenders in the middle already have their base set up. Early tier 2. Ja, straks in de middag. Het is warm. Warm hier. Niet aandoen. So, here we go. There are already refineries set for the 2 players in the middle. So they'll have their cash going. Looks like Feyan missed this blue tib right here at the top, because he's going for the one that's harder to get, so his harvesters are going to be taking fire from the marauders. So Feyan will be making anti-infantry early on in the game, so that will prevent him from going for more harvesters, so his economy is going to suffer for that. Looks like the economy of Jimmy and Nick will also suffer a bit. They do have blue Tiberium over here that they're getting, so they should be able to build up quickly. There is another expansion point to the south for Nick and for Feyan. Feyan is already taking heavy damage from the marauders, so the marauders don't only defend, but the marauders also attack. Feyan already losing a buggy. Let's see what he does. Okay, he moves the buggy back to his war factory, or that is what he should be doing. That's what he does. The buggy will repair. He might lose it though. Okay, it looks like the marauders, they will attack the harvester. I don't know who is controlling the marauders. If it's the defenders, it could be the defenders. I think maybe Matthew is the one controlling them. Matthew's already beaconing over here, telling Daniel to take it. I can't find... Okay, Matthew pumping out secret tanks. Where is Matthew's? Where is his drone ship? His Okay, here's his drone ship. I guess this is where he started. I missed that in the beginning. Matthew's already on tier 3. I think this tier 3 was already there in the beginning, but I'm not sure. So the team in the middle have massive amounts of money. So much money because of their tip spikes. There's no tip spikes on the outside. There are 2 EMPs on the outside, so those should be taken quickly. Feyan under heavy fire, fighting with the Marauders. Also taking hits from this defensive structure on the outskirts, or no, just inside the city walls. Let's see what's going on over here. Nick. Jimmy might... No, he's not going to lose the Harvester, but he does abandon his quest for Blue Tiberium on this side. They do attack. I think Matthew is controlling these men. If he's not, then these men... it's a bit unfair if they're like a third player. They're like a third defensive player. Mutant Marauders can also shoot in the air. That's what Jimmy's learning now. So Jimmy loses his hammerhead, his first hammerhead. He has another one in his base. Has a crane. See what Feist is doing. Feist has got 3 refineries on the field. And he's got tier 3. So Feist is going well. He's not been pressured yet. He has his hub. Reclamator hub on the field. Let's see what Nick's doing. Nick's building up slowly. Let's see what Daniel's up to right now. Looks like Daniel's going for a Venom army. He has anti-infantry. Daniel making some Scorpion tanks. He has massive amounts of rocket soldiers. So Daniel already has a big enough army to even go out and kill somebody. Well, look. Nick under heavy fire from these Marauders. There's 20 minutes to go. And I forgot to tell you, there's also 2 nukes in the middle that the defensive players have control of. So in two minutes, they will throw these nukes and the attackers will be in serious trouble. Feyan just 2 refineries on the field. He's having trouble with his economy with the constant attacks from the Marauders. He has killed the Marauders for now. The Marauders, see? They come out in large groups and these are powerful. These are really powerful. They can shoot in the air and on the ground. Lightning spike. Oh, an engineer! An engineer coming out. Oh, and the engineer getting killed. The lightning spike dropped by Matthew. Feyan doesn't have anything that's good against structures, so he will struggle with this for a while. Feyan's not doing great over here. He does have a crane out. He has set his expansion, his outpost over here. Let's see if he can build up his economy quicker now. See what Jimmy's doing. Alright, Jimmy has 4 hammerheads. AP ammo already researched. But let's just take a quick pick. 11,000 cash. Feist, no money. Daniel has no money, even though he has this blue field over here. Maybe Daniel is not... He should have a lot of money because he has tip spikes. Feyan struggling for cash. Nick has a lot of money. Jimmy also low on cash. Okay, Jimmy's setting his hammerheads, but he is dealing heavy, or he is getting heavy damage. There was some rockets that came out of this building. Did I see that correctly? Jimmy losing all his hammerheads to these Marauders. I'm not sure if these Marauders should be here in this game. Okay, Feyan beaconing over here that he wants this scanned so he can see what's over here. He might want to attack that one later on. Feyan's got his expansion. Ooh, he put his tech lab right here at the bottom. That's very risky though, because it is exposed. Oh, yeah, that's a big mistake for Feyan now. Venoms from Daniel are coming out to go take out his tech lab, his expansion. Okay, Feyan drops refinery, but he doesn't know that this force is coming. Feyan's gonna lose all of this. He's gonna lose all of this. There goes his harvester. Yep. Feyan's in trouble with economy right now. He is really struggling with cash. Even though he can now take this blue Tiberium and also this one. So Feyan just isn't playing well in this match. Feist is playing maybe the best of the attackers. Feist has his Marv on the field, 4 behemoths. So Feist could already attack. Alright, it seems like Matthew sees that coming. Daniel taking out the refinery. Yeah, Daniel's gonna take the refinery. He's gonna take out the tech lab. Feyan is beaconing, saying make anti-air in case these Venoms come to your base. Let's see what else is happening. Looks like no units yet from Nick. Oh yeah. Okay, so Nick is making hammerheads also. No AP ammo yet. He needs to research the AP ammo quick. Okay, that's AP ammo over there. Jimmy making Shatterer tanks. Jimmy is back making his hammerheads, but he lost his first batch of hammerheads to these marauders, so he shouldn't do that again. Jimmy can also just make snipers. Make 2 snipers and kill this entire group. Jimmy's on tier 3. He doesn't have railguns though because he is Zocom. Let's take a look. He is Zocom. Yeah. Feist is already here at the door. Feist is here at the door. Matthew is waiting with seeker tanks, but these seeker tanks won't be enough to stop this army. What else is Matthew making? Storm column a bit deeper in his base. He's gonna drop mines. Matthew's gonna drop mines. Oh, the Venoms! Ooh, the Venoms of Daniel's already here in Feyan's base. I think Feyan lost already a Harvester. Feyan is defending heavily with anti-air. Feyan also made some Mantis already. Okay, so they were able to stop that. I didn't see, but there are mines over here. Ooh, Feyan's losing a buggy to the mines. I think Feyan will lose a couple of Harvesters. I think he lost one in the beginning. I forgot. I didn't see that. Okay, the door is being bashed down. Feist is already here. Feist has to let his behemoths shoot, not only the Marv. That's what the behemoths are for. Feist should just destroy this entire building with his behemoths and start taking fire on these seekers. Oh, a nuke! A nuke is thrown on Feyan's base! Heavy! 1 nuke thrown on Feyan's base. Who else took a nuke? Who else took a nuke to the face? Somebody else took a nuke. Were both nukes thrown on Feyan's base? I'm not sure. Oh, the nuke was thrown on Feist's behemoths. Feist loses all his behemoths. His Marv takes a hit, but not that much. Feist, this was expensive. This was really, really expensive. Feist loses all his behemoths. 17 minutes to go. Feyan took a big hit over here. His economy all but gone. 1 refinery left. Feyan has no money right now. No money. Heavy losses for Feyan. Crippled. Jimmy, what do you have now? 5 Zocom. Does he have ceramic armor? He has ceramic armor. The defensive team has the upper hand, and that is no understatement. It is really, really high up. Okay, the Venoms of Daniel's here. He wants to come and finish off Feyan. Feyan doesn't have anything. He only has... He made beam cannons. The only reason he would do that was try to destroy the door, but he has nothing to defend himself. No anti-air. Is this the end for Feyan now? Feyan is already almost out of this game. No anti-air. He drops down a SAM site. He protects his con yard. He has 1 Mantis on the field. This SAM site is not gonna last long. SAM site's not lasting long. Feyan is in big trouble. Drops down a refinery that he was already making. Nope. Feyan's in big trouble right now. Drops down. Oh, he's gonna lose all his beam cannons. He should be making more SAM sites. Mantis on the field. Daniel is already able to take out Feyan right now. Daniel should have just kept on firing on the con yard, killed the war factory, and Feyan would be dead. Okay, Feyan protects his war factory. Feyan is having heavy losses. Where is help from his allies? No help from his allies. Feist is pushing. Nick is just building up his army over here. Jimmy, attacking somewhere with your choppers. I just can't find them. Can't find Jimmy's choppers. Feyan is almost dead. Feyan is really taking heavy hits. He is defending himself though. More SAM sites. His Mantis. Feyan is holding on by a thread. It looks like he's able to fight off this attack from Daniel. He turns off his power so his SAM sights can fire. Doesn't have help from his allies though. Nobody else made AA batteries to help him out. Jimmy is choppers. I don't know where your choppers are. Don't know where Jimmy's choppers are. Can't find them. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Jimmy, looks like Jimmy was helping Vice out over here. Vice has 2 behemoths again. Vice can move forward now. Vice just has to move forward and kill this. Oh, now that I see this, Vice could have just moved forward. If Vice moves forward, he could have killed all of this. Jimmy could even kill all of this with his choppers. And then they could have moved forward. There's nothing here. Daniel does have a lot of tanks. Daniel has a lot of tanks and his rocket men. I don't think they could have won, but they could have pushed. They could have pushed already. Vice has a lot of behemoths over here. You don't have to count on Feyan. Feyan is just trying to survive. He's making anti-air because he knows he's going to be hit again by the Venoms. More Venoms. Daniel. Because they have no money problems. Warships from Matthew. Matthew is beaconing over here. He says take these Tiberium silos. See, he's taking the Tiberium silo so he can have more storage for his money. Ooh, Daniel comes out. Daniel comes out with the Scorpion tanks. Wants to go for this Marv. But you need a lot more to take out this Marv. There is no anti-air over here. What Daniel had to do is not target the Marv, but target the behemoths. Don't fire on the Marv. Okay, see? So Daniel now decides to go for the behemoths instead of the Marv. Let me turn the camera a bit. Daniel will lose all of his Scorpion tanks because Vice will lose his behemoth slowly. Vice did not put any rocket men in his behemoth. He should have done that. And he needed, there he is, slingshots. But the slingshots are late. You always have to protect your behemoths. He's gonna lose another behemoth. He's gonna lose another behemoth. These behemoths should fire here. He should fire here. This is the point of the match where we could have, or the outer team could have taken the upper hand. Feyan is beaconing. What is Feyan beaconing? Oh, Feyan is beaconing over here to help Vice, because Vice is going to lose his Marv. I don't think Vice will lose his Marv though, because there's not enough damage. These Scorpion tanks are flooding out of the building, coming out of the building. There you go. Feyan is here now with Mantis. Feyan is helping Vice. So Feyan uses his own anti-air. So he left his base to come and help Vice out. Vice needs to survive. Vice's Marv needs to survive. Okay, all of these Scorpion tanks are falling now by the might of the behemoth. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the camera back. Okay, where's Jimmy? Jimmy should really use these choppers more. Because Jimmy's choppers have ceramic armor plus anti-air. It's able to kill all of these militant squads. Jimmy and Nick could have already ended this game if they joined, if they sent their choppers. Their choppers can kill this because these planetary assault carriers, weak to air. There you go. But these rocket men are gonna start shooting up. Oh, it's... Why aren't they shooting up? Lucky. Yeah. Vice should have moved forward now. Vice really needs APCs. He needs APCs. You can't just make behemoths. Because 5 behemoths is already enough. You don't need so many behemoths. But you need to support these. Slingshots. You need slingshots. You need tanks on the ground. Your Marv is repairing. What Vice could have done was send his Marv over here. If Vice sent his Marv right here, it will be healed by the Reclamator Hub and the War Factory. So that's quick healing. Okay, Daniel is sending out his infantry because he knows this army is a bit weaker against infantry though, but behemoths, they just hit hard. So the behemoth will be able to take out this infantry. Okay, Jimmy. Jimmy's air is already able to take out all of this. Let's see what Jimmy does with his choppers. Jimmy could have already ended this match with his choppers. If he came in Killed this. Killed... Jimmy could already take out the Temple of Nod. Jimmy could already take out 2 Temple of Nod. Okay, Daniel's over here. Daniel is hitting Feyan again because Feyan is moving back and forth with his anti-air to protect his allies. Feyan will lose another Harvester. Looks like he will. His Mantis is here. Is this enough to scare off Daniel? Yes, it is enough. Well, it's even enough to destroy Daniel's Venoms. Here we go. So this is Jimmy. But it's no use to take out these. Wow, these things have a lot of health. But Jimmy should really attack other structures. Should attack these structures, or these ships. He could already attack these ships. Let's see if Jimmy sees that. Yes. No, not yet. Jimmy doesn't see that. Jimmy doesn't see the ships. Alright, the planetary assault carriers are already here in Vice's base. Feyan, again, moving back and forth. He needs to... He's on the defense. Feyan really is on the defense right now. He's defending himself and he's defending Vice. Feyan takes out the assault carrier. Storm Riders are in Vice's base. Vice's slingshots are putting work in. Feyan comes and helps out. Jimmy has made so many slingshots now. They really need to do more scanning of this base. There is no anti-air here. So they could have came in and destroyed the Temple of Nod already. 12 minutes to go. Matthew has built a strong ground army, tripods in masses, plus assault carriers that can turn on their lightning storm. There it is. Or the ion storm, which makes them so much more powerful. A handful of tanks. This is the part of the game where the assaulting team could win. The attackers could win. Another push from Daniel over here. He will keep on destroying the Harvesters of Feyan. Feyan has to keep moving back and forth. Where are his... look. Oh, Feyan is... Okay, now he's responding. He loses a Harvester though. Feyan's anti-air moving down again. Daniel leaves after killing 1 Harvester. So Daniel's hitting hit and run. Feyan wants to go for the Reckoner tactic. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Reckoners. That, of course, Reckoners. You send them over here, you deploy them, and you will be able to take out all of this with 9 Reckoners filled with Black Hand. Feyan's gonna fill them up with Black Hand. He's splitting them up just in case the nuclear missile gets thrown over here, so at least all his Reckoners won't die. Take a look at what... Alright. Nick is over here. Nick has a lot of choppers. Nick is taking out defensive structures. So Jimmy and Nick, they have a lot of choppers, but it's not really used well because the choppers should be sent in to destroy targets, key structures. But Nick is going for this. He's going for the building. He's going for the gate. He's losing all his choppers to the Venoms. That's the thing. That's the tactic. If you use air units, you have to go in, you have to hit, and you have to go out. It's just taking too long because the longer you stay here, especially taking out these heavily fortified buildings, it gives your opponent time to counter. So Daniel countered with these Venoms and killed off. Okay, so now Nick sends his anti-air, but it's too late because Daniel's already gone, and now he'll be taking fire from these warships that can fire so far. So Feyan is beaconing over here. Continue your attack. Continue your attack because the first one almost went through. Okay, Feyan is saying, I have Reckoners, so you guys need to attack so I can send my Reckoners in. Feyan is low on eco. He has 2, 3. He has 4 Harvesters. He only has 4 Harvesters. His Harvesters just get picked off here. His Harvesters continue to be picked off. His anti-air, where is his anti-air? It's over here in his base. Doesn't have a lot. Feyan just continues to be picked off by Daniel. Feyan makes a mistake by not dropping some more SAM sites over here. That is Feyan's mistake. Sells off a refinery. He's low on cash. Daniel leaves again. Jimmy's here with his choppers. Jimmy and Nick should just combine their air forces, and they keep on going for disruption and defensive towers. These little poking and prodding attacks really don't do anything, because all they're doing is just knocking on the door. Look at it. It's still not dead. These things are still not dead. They have the scanning ability, so they can scan this base whenever they want, and they can take out these things actually whenever they want. They have enough air units. They have Firehawks. They have Hammerheads. Matthew has serious air power over here. Daniel, so many Venoms. This is such a scary army. If Daniel and Matthew attacked right now with everything that they have, the game is won. But all they need to do is hold out for 10 more minutes. Vice has behemoths. Like I said, Vice needs to combine units to protect his behemoths. There is no anti-infantry here, so if there is a mass force of infantry, then they would take out all these behemoths. But Vice needs to put his slingshots in front. Always protect your behemoth. His slingshots are out in the back, so if Daniel's Venoms come, they can at least take out 2 behemoth before the slingshots come and help. I don't see any scans over here, so they should continuously be scanning this area to see what is over here. And if you see this already, if they scan and see this, then they can already send in their slingshots and kill this. Or you can also send your airplanes and kill this, your Firehawks. Feyan continuously being harassed by Daniel. Feyan losing harvesters. He has 1. Looks like Feyan only has 1 harvester now. Feyan is being slowly suffocated. He is making a lot of anti-infantry. Feyan gets hit by another nuke. Feyan gets hit by another nuke. Loses all his power plants. Nothing hit on his reckoners though. Feyan is almost out of this game. He's just hanging on by a thread. He has his Mantis though. He split them up to prevent the nuke from killing them all at once. Vice has his Marv. The attacking force, they just have units spread here and there. It's just a slow waiting game. They have units spread here and there, but no teamwork from the attacking force. No teamwork. They're all the other nuke thrown, and it's deja vu. Deja vu on Vice. Deja vu. Fell for the same thing again. Half of his behemoth dead. Another 6.5 minutes until the nukes are thrown. Can our attackers even see this? They can. No, they can't. They're just outside of the fog of war. But they have to just be continuously scanning, because all 3 of them can scan. Hammerheads against Venoms. Hammerheads against Venoms. Venoms will always win, because Venoms are specialized in killing air too. Slingshots are here in the game. Slingshots from left and right. But the aircraft carriers are here right now. Daniel's losing a lot of Venoms, and now so he decides to retreat with his Venoms. Here we go. And now, once they see these aircraft carriers, our attacking force should just send units, air killing units, out in mass and destroy this, but the tripods are also here. The tripods are right here. Let me turn this image around. There you go. They're also being funneled, so Vice has to just pepper this, and that's what he's doing. Vice is peppering this entrance. Jimmy and Nick are losing hammerheads. They're forcing Matthew back because Matthew realizes he's funneled right here, right in this entrance. Bullets flying. But the defensive team, they still have the upper hand because they have time on their side. All they know is 8 minutes and they win. Feyan is helping where he can. So Feyan is sending now his anti-air, even though, so he leaves his base totally empty and open. Because Feyan wants to take out these assault carriers. Nick is here too. Nick is here with his juggernauts. Now what they do is they can move forward now. The attacking force can move forward. This is the turn of the tide. They should just move forward now. That's what they're doing, slowly, slowly. Feyan is also here with his reckoners. Because the only way you can use reckoners is if the way is free. So Feyan is waiting until the way is free, and then he can send in his reckoners, because the reckoners are the ones that will finish this game. His reckoners have to come here, deploy, and kill this. But here, the massive defense of Matthew is slowly, slowly making its way to the entrance. The infantry force of Daniel making their way to the entrance. The tripods are moving forward. Storm columns. It's almost dead though. Here we go. They are light on anti-air. Light on anti-air. Feyan's the only one here with anti-air. The slingshots are too far in the back. The slingshots should be here in front. The slingshots should be here in front. And like I said, Vice had no anti-infantry, so these rocket men will slaughter his juggernauts, his behemoths. So Feyan is moving, slowly moving his infantry forward, his anti-air, but now he sees these men, so he's sending them back. So Nick is also, he has his ground force over here, but they're just so far away. They're so far away. They're being funneled through this entrance. It maybe would have been better if Nick attacked the left side, so at least the defenders would be split, because now the defenders can focus on one area to attack. They have 7 minutes, almost 7.5 minutes. All the Shatterer tanks of Jimmy are being killed. Infantry taking shells from far. They have to just keep moving forward. They have so many juggernauts. The juggernauts will be able to kill this base, but they just don't have enough anti-air. They need to send this anti-air forward. The slingshots. Feyan has his mantis here. Feyan is the only one with anti-air in the city. Feyan is beaconing. He is beaconing here in the middle. He's telling them, move inside. Move inside. We don't have so much time. They have to move inside, but they're still all hanging out at the entrance. They have to move their force in. At this point, the game can still go either way. The game can still go either way. But there's just not enough anti-air. And Jimmy is already moving forward with his Shatterer tanks. Gets too close to the defense. The Shatter tanks are strong, but they should not overextend. They're overextending. They're overextending. They're just too far. They don't need to be sent forward because you have Juggernauts and Behemoths. Jimmy makes a mistake over here. Feyan makes a mistake also with his Reckoners. He misclicked and sent one too far forward. Feyan is getting anxious because he knows these Reckoners are useless out here. The Reckoners are useless. The aircraft carriers are unleashed. The Behemoths are in here, but there's no anti-air. That's what I said earlier. Where is the anti-air? The slingshots are all outside here. The slingshot, there's only 4. There is no defense for all of these Behemoths. That's why these Behemoths are gonna all die. There's nothing here. There's nothing to protect them. So that's why Feist is in here, but he doesn't know what to hit. He doesn't know what to hit, so these Behemoths are useless. This is hard to watch because I was the attacking team. There it is. Daniel's here. He's gonna take out everything. All this behemoth, just a waste of money. There is nothing. There's no anti-air. There's no anti-air. Jimmy, I don't know. I think this is Jimmy's slingshots. They're just sitting over there. Feyan is moving his mantis. He's trying to take out all this venom. This is just a heavy battle. Behemoths are all gone. All gone. Daniel and Matthew are smiling. Especially Matthew. Look at his defensive line. Look at his defensive line. Nope. You need heavy anti-air for this. I'd say you need like 20, 30 slingshots to be able to take this out. Feyan's losing his... Nope, he still has Mantis. Keeps them alive. The Mantis. He has one heroic Mantis. He's doing his best. He's the only one defending these units. Slingshots are still here. More slingshots. More, but they're still here. Slingshots heavily out of position. Nick is sending his force inside again with no cover for anti-air. He just saw the army of Vice fall. And now Nick is going to do the same. No anti-infantry. Or anti-air, I mean. This is just sending the juggernauts like lambs to the slaughterhouse. There it is. It's really hard to watch as the attacking player, but I'm happy for the defenders because they know their defense is solid. All they have is 6 minutes, but they don't even need this timer because they have built up an impenetrable defense. Nick is just sending his Marv in just to be killed. This Marv has overextended. It's gonna fall very, very quickly. Feyan is sending in his Mantis to help. Look, look, look. All this is still here. The slingshots finally move forward. But not all the slingshots. There's still slingshots outside. Feyan has a couple of Mantis left. Feyan is still being hit here by the Venoms. Feyan has nothing to defend himself. He's trying to help his allies. Feyan sent the Reckoners back because he knows he can't penetrate this line. If these units are still here, Feyan can never get to this building. Feyan is sending more and more Mantis to the front line as his own base gets killed. Feyan's base will be destroyed here by the Venom. He's busy defending this Marv. Okay, the slingshots are also here now. But the slingshots, they're not enough. Not enough slingshots. Nick realizes now, nope, I made a mistake. I had to send the Marv back. The slingshots, see? Look how much damage 5 slingshots can do. They're pulling the line out of formation. That's good, but you need 5 times as many slingshots. Feyan again moving his Mantis forward. He has the heroic Mantis. It's only 5.5 minutes again. There's 2.5 minutes until the nukes can finish off this game. The nukes just have to fall over here. I don't know whose slingshots these are. They're overextending. Feyan is overextending too. But he's trying to sneak in some shots and trying to take out this Devastator warship. But he knows he has to keep on moving because the plasma discs will hit you and kill you. Nope. It's nothing for the attackers here. They can't even come close. They can't even come close to this building. Oh! Overlord's Wrath thrown by Matthew. This Overlord's Wrath gonna take out everything over here. Look at this. So much damage. I think Feyan only has one more Mantis left. It is heroic though. There are more slingshots over here, but the slingshots are coming in with small groups. And they're over here. They have to be over here. Matthew reinforces his front line with gunwalkers. Why? Only 5 minutes. But even as a neutral, you can just see the current state of the game, and you know the attackers, they just don't have enough to pull out a win because they have to break this line. There's no sneakiness from the back. There's no helicopter attack from the back coming in. They're just focused on this front line. The Marv of Nick is holding on. It's got 4 engineers, so this thing will just stay alive for a long time. Looks like Feyan was able to beat back the Venoms of Daniel, or else Daniel would have been able to kill this. Feyan's making more Mantis. That's the only thing he can do. He can only make Mantis. There's no more units from Nick or Jimmy. Jimmy's making more Hammerheads. The point is now, if you see that your enemy has a certain type of unit, you have to make a counter. The counter to this is anti-air. All you needed was anti-air. Matthew slowly moving to Nick's base now. Where's the anti-air? Nobody has anti-air. These Hammerheads will be taken down by the aircraft carriers or the assault carriers. No anti-air. It's a slow death for the attackers. Attacking team. Slow death. Feyan's got some Mantis in his base. The Reckoners are here, but they can't do much. Maybe Feyan should have went with a man spam instead of the Reckoner tactic. But Feyan was hoping that there would be enough diversion here that he could sneak his Reckoners in, but that looks like a foregone conclusion. It's a dream that once was, but has been crushed by these aircraft carriers. Feyan is beaconing, saying, harvest more of these fields. Nick also has a field. Feyan being hit again by these Venoms. Man, I haven't had lunch, so I'm a bit tired right now. I'm a bit hungry. That's why my energy levels are a bit low. I should have eaten lunch first before I did this this commentary. Big weekend with no lunch. This one single juggernaut. It's almost... Man, there's nothing happening for the attacking team. Nothing. There's no force here. There's no attacks on the right side, on the left side. Daniel and Matthew are just cruising to victory in 3.5 minutes. Matthew has a ground force again. His air force is already super strong. It's impenetrable. Nick losing another juggernaut. There's still no anti-air. They should be making slingshots in mass. Firehawks. Let's see what they have. Ceramic armor, of course. 2 slingshots. No, there's just no counter from the attacking forces. Feyan's the only one here with anti-air. He has anti-air, but he's using the anti-air to defend himself. He's constantly under pressure by Daniel. Smart move of Daniel to keep the pressure on Feyan. Feyan beaconing again. Take this EMP. Feyan has an EMP over here. I think he already used it once to take out some Venoms of Daniel in the middle. Feyan loses another. He loses 2 Harvesters. His money will just come in really slow. Vice has more behemoths, but no slingshots, no counter. We can really learn a lot from this game. Once you know that your opponents have, there it is, there's Feyan's EMP taking out half of Daniel's Venoms. Fan's mistake was not taking this EMP earlier. This EMP is also not taken. Fan's beaconing again, saying take the EMP. No anti-air from anyone. Just 2 slingshots over here for Jimmy. Nick doesn't have any harvesters either. It looks like Daniel took out his harvesters too. Nick only has 1, so Nick is also in money problems. If you're in money problems, then you should just sell off your refineries that you're not using. So you should sell off these 2. Maybe even your tier 3. Yep. 2 more minutes. Looks like they've already thrown in the towel, the attacking force, because they have nothing. Feyan can't do anything with his reckoners. Vice has his behemoths. Like I said, you don't need this many. You only need 5. 4 or 5 is enough, and you just cover them, you just protect them. It's deja vu all over again. So much air units. Our attacking force should just spam anti-air, but there's no anti-air here. Yeah. The key word to this game is anti-air. Anti-air. They could have also taken these out with the Strato Fighter from the Firehawks. Daniel's gonna come out again. He's gonna harass Feyan again. Feyan is also harassed here. Storm Riders from Matthew. Feyan's losing everything. It's a miracle Feyan's still alive after all these air attacks on his eco. Yeah. This looks like it's the end for Feyan up. Feyan's gonna lose his EMP. Yep. And now Vice is gonna notice, or he's gonna feel the pain of not having anti-air. Yep. Like I said, hurts to watch. There it is. There's also no counter. Yeah. Daniel and Matthew just enjoying themselves as defenders. There's no pressure on them. They can just fly around, do whatever they want on the outside. On the inside, they know their opponents won't come in. Last minute. The nuke is ready. The nuke should just be thrown on Feyan's base right here to kill Feyan, or thrown on Vice's. Yeah, let me see where that nuke is thrown. I think the nuke is thrown here. Let's see where that nuke is thrown. Oh, the nuke is thrown up here. Vice loses all these structures up here. There was another nuke thrown. I just missed it. I missed it. Vice doesn't have anything. He's gonna lose his MCV. Feyan is really hoping that they break through somehow. Looks like he's just gonna send in his reckoners. There's only 30 seconds left. He knows there's no time. He's just gonna send his reckoners in there to be killed. Maybe one will make it through. But it's suicide. Suicide. It's only 30 seconds. There it is. Feyan's reckoners all dying one by one. Yep. That was just a suicide move. But he knew it was suicide because there's only 25 seconds left. Vice goes back home. Nick is right here. There's no anti-air. Jimmy made anti-air. But it's too late. A little too late. Feyan has a lot of anti-air, but he kept some in his base to defend against the Storm Riders and the Venoms. Now he's sending him to the middle. Nick was also struggling for cash. Nick has a group of hammerheads that he's sending in the middle though. This also looks like a suicide mission. It is a suicide mission. There's one more final attack here. Final battle over here. A couple of slingshots just doing what they can. 5 seconds, but the game is over. Defensive team won with their strong air force. The attacking team made no or hardly any anti-air that prevented them from attacking. No teamwork, or the teamwork wasn't great, and it just made it very easy for the defensive team just to defend, sit back and defend. Watch the money come in from the tib spikes. They don't even need to harvest. The tib spike money should be enough. Their nukes will do enough damage. Yeah, these lines. So it's hard to watch. I'm gonna go have lunch. I think you guys know where the weaknesses were in the game. From the defensive team, no weaknesses. Attacking team, a lot of weaknesses. So, but I hope you still enjoyed watching FeyanCnCtv. Till next time.